Hey, people.
What? Hey, guys. Say hello to the quitter. How are you going to come at me like that? How are you going to come at me like that?
I'm sorry, I meant RIPP. That's
Right, exactly. And I'm fine and I'm healthy. And I'm not retiring. Okay. Are you guys ready? Yeah! We know why we're here. We're here to rock your face off. Not us so much as our guests, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome Rock and Roll Hall of Famers, Green Day.
There's 3 chairs.
Ooh, bouncy.
Does that ever get old, that kind of applause when you walk out? You're like, eh.
I'm like, not at home, please.
We have a bunch of Green Day fans here, and we have Green Day here. This seems like a good opportunity.
Best case scenario.
Best case scenario, kind of catch up with the guys. Now, it hasn't been so long since we saw you. You came in when we world premiered the new single about 6 weeks ago or so. How have you been since then?
Every day,
really,
please.
really
day by
good.
day.
Every day's been good. It gets better than the last. No, things are going great. We announced our tour. We put another song out called Fire Ready Aim, and it's going good. It's going good. Seems like every year is becoming like an anniversary now. It's like next year will be like the Insomniac anniversary. So it's like, well.
Next year, by the way, next year.
No, it just means we're time passed.
And we're all going to die soon.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it sounds like.
That's not the direction I was hoping to go with. By the way, let me just say this as we talk about breakfast with the Green Day. You know, Kevin and I have been doing the show for 30 years, as many of you know, and these guys have been together longer than we've been doing the show. I mean, there aren't a lot of bands.
That's right.
There are a few that we run into who can say that, but you are the only band that we have ever done 3 breakfasts with. We had you guys when Warning came out in 2000. We did a breakfast with at Capitol Records. You guys remember that?
Yep.
One of the most historic music buildings in the world.
With no closets.
With no closets, I heard. That's true. That's how they built it.
Forgot that, yeah.
And then in 2009, we had you at the K-Rock HD Radio Soundspace. I think that was for 21st Breakdown. We did it. So about every 10 years or so, we do this. Here we are in 2019 doing breakfast again.
Sadly, there will be no 4th.
2029?
Why is everyone looking at me?
No, we'll all be dead by then, just so you know.
Why is it my fault?
We've been around a long time. That's what we're saying.
Well, I hope you have the time of your life. That's so dumb. That is just dumb as shit.
That just happened.
That's a cheap joke, am I right?
Yeah.
All right.
But if anyone can make it, Billy Joe can make it. I think we'll allow it.
Got a lot of mileage out of that one.
Well,
It's a long road to the bottom, but I got a lot of miles on me.
Let's catch people up who maybe hearing this interview today maybe haven't been keeping track of the new record coming out in February and some of the stuff we talked about when we last saw you in September. You've been gone for a minute. You've been working very, very hard on this record. In fact, if I recall, you told us that you recorded way more songs that ended up on this album. How come? Why? You told us it was 26 minutes long, this new album, which is unusual.
Well, I think we're just trying to do different things, and time is one of them.
Okay.
But the songs are like very a lot of high energy and a lot of like the songs are like 2-minute just punches in the face. So
Was that your goal? Was to make shorter songs?
No.
It's odd that they all turned out that way.
It was I think the demos were just shorter, and we're like, should we add anything? And no.
It's that level of commitment.
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
we've come to appreciate.
Yeah, yeah. We just did a couple lines of tempo, and it's all good.
Mike, it looks like you want to add something to that about these
I
songs.
just think when the songs are right, you know it. You know, you look at them and you go, yeah, we're not going to mess with this anymore. This is perfect. So, and that's how we felt.
We've never said that. So
But I mean, but you're also a band who, at one point, you know, the Uno Dos Tres year. I mean, you had so many songs and you couldn't wait to put them all out. You know, dozens and dozens of songs. And now you're going the other way, the reductive way.
Well, we do have. I mean, we have a lot of songs left over for. And the great thing is, like, we'll be able to just keep putting out music and, like, I don't know, and I like sort of the like nowadays. It seems like you can be more rapid fire and putting out stuff anytime you feel like it, and it's like, so you never know. We might be SoundCloud rappers. We'll see what happens.
I want to
Be
see some
dropping into
face
single
tattoos
tonight.
on you the next time I see you.
I would
Yes.
like to hear some rap.
Yeah. Okay. I gotta like have like purple and pink dreadlocks the next time you see me.
You also told us that that the album, like
With a
all of you,
unicorn on my face.
that'd be a good look. Seriously, just think about that. I know a guy. You also told us that this album, I guess this is true for all Green Day records, is kind of a reflection of the world around us and everything, too. We live in perilous times right now, and you went out of your way to say that you didn't want to mention any particular orange person by name. But how has the America 2019 kind of, how is that reflected in this new music?
You talking about the Cheetos guy?
That's right.
Yes, I think.
That's the guy.
Chester Cheetah or something?
Well, you can't say father of all motherfuckers and not think of the president of the United States. But it's also important to make sure that we're doing things that come from the heart, because there's a lot less heart going on in the world right now. So, yeah. I ran out of words. So.
I mean, you make a good point, though. It does feel like things are so abrasive right now. You know what I mean? And hopeless for a lot of people.
Yeah, I mean, I think of like social media in particular, because it's like with Twitter and Facebook and like a lot of people put their, unless you're like a real sort of activist doing things like putting things up all the time, like Sean King or something like that. It's like there's also, but it's like when people spout out like what they're thinking about and without thinking about it, and it's just you get back and forth this sort of freakish, like seventh level of hell of people rubbing all over their bodies, all on like comment sections. And it's like, it's like, I think of it as like, it's like a bathroom stall when you walk in, and it's like, for a good time, you know, dial this, you know, it's like glory hole and all that. And it's like, that's what the equivalent of like what Twitter is to me. And it's usually written while someone's taking a.
Okay.
So that's what I think of.
It's a good visual.
Yes. That's the internet.
And you want to make sure you're on the right side of the glory hole.
Should have called your next album could be Glory Hole, right?
Yeah.
No?
Father of all glory holes.
Good morning, Los Angeles.
Who had the phrase glory hole in the Green Day bingo card today that would be said? Oh, you did. Congratulations. You're a winner. You're a winner. Hey, the band is here, obviously, for breakfast with Green Day here on the Kevin and Bean Show on the world-famous Carrot. Kevin and Bean's last breakfast, we're calling it. Say hello again, audience, for folks just tuning in. Obviously,
You get a new car. You get a new car.
Obviously, live music happening on this stage in minutes. Let's go out to the audience. We promised we'd include some questions. Where is my good friend Allie McKay? Allie, are you over here? Say hi to Allie, everybody.
Stand up.
Hi?
Yeah, we need you to stand up, Allie.
I'm standing.
Oh, you are
sorry.
standing.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I see.
All right.
I see what you're doing.
Sorry.
I'm short.
How are
Yeah.
things out there in audience land?
Things are good. I have 3 people here that are going to ask questions. Do
All
you
right.
want to just ask all 3 now? Or maybe they'll answer. I mean, in between.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do one question and then maybe an answer.
Okay, that sounds like a great idea. This is going well. Richard, what is your question for the guys of Green Day?
My question is if you have any advice for upcoming bands, particularly in punk rock.
Things have changed a tremendous amount since you started.
There's nothing up and coming about playing punk rock. I'll tell you that right now. It's like. What?
Wow.
What? We didn't do this for you. Do I have any? I don't know.
Is it harder
Ford
now? with-
Econoline is a good van.
Skyline, okay.
Play anywhere and everywhere.
I mean,
but
I'm-
mostly everywhere.
I'm in a punk rock band. I was going to say the same thing you did, Mike. Play. That's the advice, right? Is just play. The more you play, the better you get. The more you work it, the more people you get in front of, right?
The more stories you have. That's
Yeah,
all.
right.
Good. That's what life's about, right? Good stories.
And also, isn't this, I mean, in some ways, isn't it kind of the best time to be any kind of a musician because it's so DIY? Because you have the tools you need to get your music out there. Look at how many people have come along in recent years, your Lords and your Billie Eilishes and people like that who have just kind of created something in their home, put it on the internet. The next thing you know, people love them because they have authentic messages and they have a way to distribute it now that you didn't have when you were their age.
Well, a lot of people have a lot of time in their hands when they're in their bedroom alone. So it's like a lot of.
It's not the only thing they have in their hands.
It's. So there's a lot of people just making like DIY music on their computers, and like back when we first started, we didn't even have a 4-track. I remember the first time ever making a demo. Me and Mike, we recorded it, the guitars and the drums without singing, and then we put that into a boombox, and we sang, and then we turned up the boombox, and then we sang into the other tape recorder. So it was like, and it came out good. It was good.
I was not expecting that ending.
No, but it was like we were just trying to figure out any means possible to kind of. So it's like, yeah, I mean.
You got now
Is
you
it in
got-
some ways more difficult for bands now because there's a million different routes that you can take to getting noticed?
Well, bands got to learn how to play live. I mean, if you suck live, then
You just
then
suck.
you just then you can't, and you're not going to get paid.
Speaking of playing live, you guys are going to do Dodger Stadium next year.
Yeah.
I assume most of you have tickets. How do you prepare for that? Any differently than you do for a room this size, or do you think
Lots
do you
of
scale it up?
squats.
Do
What
you
do you- how
scale
do
it
you
up? Do you
prepare?
try to figure out a way to fill?
God, reach those people in the back.
You're never ready. You just, get up there and make a freaking mess, and then you find yourself after a few minutes into it.
Chewing
You
tobacco.
got the same question?
But we look at you guys and we go, well, they have it figured out. No? I would assume so. No, am I alone here?
I'm no, we yeah, it's a lot of work. We sit around and we play. We'll bring up like different songs, and writing a set list is it's a lot. It's like coming up with an album sequence, and but I think what we do is we end up playing it and rehearsing together or band practice or whatever, and then like we'll play a couple songs and then we'll stop and go, oh, this feels good next. Boom, we'll play, really?
A baby does not like that.
Yeah.
We
Some of
were
our bands
very
are
liberal
young.
with our 18 and over policy here. I feel like someone should have been checking ID. Wow. Guns N' Roses has been on the road for a long time now, the reunion a couple of years, and they, from time to time, like a couple of nights ago, they pulled out a song that they had not played in 26 years together. You guys have so much catalog that you probably have kind of left behind. Do you ever revisit any of those songs or think, oh man, that would sound fun now?
Well, there's also new songs.
There's also new songs, true.
Right, there's both.
Yeah, we do that sometimes. We'll play like something like Paper Lanterns or. But we also like to do we did a thing where we did a online benefit thing. That's so rad.
All right, seriously.
And we were like, let's just play old stuff. Let's just do that. So, yeah, we pull stuff out.
Before we get back out to the audience here with Breakfast with Green Day on the world famous Skyrock, let me ask each of you, what's the best Green Day song? What is the best Green Day song?
All right, how about we have them shout out what their favorite songs is after 1, 2.
That's it.
There it is.
Oh, I think we can all agree on what they said. How about you guys? You have to have something that you're proudest of or think holds up best or has the most poignancy for you?
Yeah, but we haven't released it or told anybody what it's called yet.
Ah.
Oh no. Oh.
Nice try.
The ones we're most excited about right now, I know everybody says it, but they literally are on Father of All Motherfuckers.
Really? Like those are their favorite songs you've ever done?
I mean, a favorite ever? I don't know. Which one's my favorite kid? I have a favorite. I just won't tell them.
Sure. All right. How about you, Billy Joe? You have a favorite?
Jesus of Suburbia.
That is your Bohemian Rhapsody, man.
Oh,
you know?
thanks,
I mean, it
man.
really is. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Thanks.
I was flying out here for. Hey, we're talking up here. Hey, we're talking. I was flying out here, and I was sitting next to a woman who was sitting next to a woman on the plane, and she was checking me out like ladies do, and was asking a lot of questions. She was thinking about it, and so we get to talking, and I'm like, oh yeah, I got this job on the radio. Oh, what are you doing? Well, I'm going to see Green Day. Oh, Green Day. And she said she was 14 years old. You were the first show she ever saw in Columbus, Ohio. And she said, she bought the tickets before Dookie came out, so she couldn't believe she was seeing the biggest band in the world at that time, it seemed like to her, in such a small venue. And B, it's one of the seminal moments of her growing up in her whole life. I mean, there's something about being that age and seeing your favorite rock band in a club. You know what I mean?
Did you score with her?
I did not work out. But I mean, just to see her eyes light up, remembering something from 26 years ago, her seeing you guys and how important it was to her, I thought, man, that's the power of rock and roll, first of all. And you've had that impact with so many people, including many people in this audience as well. Do you have a show like that in your own mind? That was the one where you just walked out of there feeling like you were on fire, like I can't believe I just saw that, and I'm so happy and I'm so lucky. From back in your day.
I think that I've had like 3 different experiences with that. I'd say one was Van Halen, another was Operation Ivy, and the other is The Replacements. So I think those 3 were kind of, that was really big for me.
How about you, Trey?
That Op Ivy show, that was probably, and the Lookouts also played that night.
It's just a night you'll never forget.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike, Beyonce, I assume?
It's probably that first time you get pushed into a pit. That would be a Christ on Parade show.
Did you see Adamant?
Did I? I did.
Yeah.
But I saw him recently.
Yeah.
I still get teared up about it.
Yeah.
You reposted a video of Shakira singing one of your songs
Yeah.
on Instagram, which I thought was awesome. Do a lot of bands cover you, and do you bind it? And do some of them destroy your music? Are they bad? You know?
Yeah, they definitely destroy it. But yeah, I mean, it's fun. When people cover your songs, it's great. Yeah.
Weird Al doing Canadian Idiot.
Yeah, like 5 Seconds of Summer. Love that.
Weird Al has to be.
That's a given. Come on.
Has to be the greatest compliment, though, when Weird Al does one of your songs, right? I would imagine.
I was kind of bummed it wasn't about food,
Yeah.
but
I gotcha.
But I like Canadian Idiot.
I gotcha.
It's although they're doing pretty good up there in Canada these days.
I got to tell you, Bean thinks that Weird Al is the greatest human that ever lived.
Doesn't think, knows. Okay, for real. Let's go back to Allie out of the audience here in the crowd. Breakfast with Green Day on the world famous K-Rock. Hey, Allie.
Hey, I've got Angel here for you, and she has a question.
Hi, guys. First of all, I'm not worthy. Thank you for always being the megaphone for us rowdy voices demanding to be heard. Thank you so much. And my question would be, I have a 13-year-old daughter who's really starting to embrace a punk rock mentality, and I couldn't be more proud. So what is your advice as punk rock dads raising future punk rock-minded adults?
That is deep, you guys. Take a minute.
Every single person just went, oh, I don't know. Let me think about that.
What the future?
Just give them freedom to be themselves. Support them 100%. And remember, you are their parent, and they're going to think you're kind of a dork. So don't dig what they dig too much, or they'll hate it.
Just wait till they start stealing your T-shirts.
Already happened.
Do all of your kids like you?
I hope they love me.
I'm just asking.
You mean as people
like
or
it.
as a band?
No, I'm saying as a band. Oh, did it sound like people?
No, that's what it sounded like.
As a band.
Yeah, I think it's great. My both of my sons play music. One's in a really, really good bands too. I'm not just saying that; they're fantastic.
You're just saying that.
I'm not. I'm not. One's in a band called Ultra Q, and the other is in a band called Swimmers, and they're great and they're very genuine. They really have the same passion and drive to want to. They love music, you know, and they
That's
do
awesome.
it for the right reasons. So it's great.
That must make you so happy
Yeah,
to
it's
see
great.
them appreciate music the way you do.
It is. It's kind of like it's sort of turned into like a bunch. It's like a rehearsal space in my house now, with like 3 different bands and stuff like that.
down!
Yeah.
Dad's trying to sleep!
I'm watching The Masked Singer.
The Masked Singer.
Do you guys remember the first show you ever played?
Ever played?
Yes.
Like
When?
I've had different experiences with that. But do you remember the first show you
I mean,
ever
it was a.
played?
As a person, as
No, I
our
mean as a band. As a band.
Yeah, Davis, and then
Well, Rod's Hickory Pit.
yeah, oh, Rod's Hickory Pit, yeah.
Rod's Hickory Pit.
Yeah, my mom worked in a 24-hour diner called Rod's Hickory Pit, and it was in Vallejo, California, and there was and then there was there was like a bar, and then there was sort of this little room where they had activities and stuff like that, and so she
Bingo.
she like asked if we could play there, and so yeah, they served hot dogs, and we played, and our friends showed up, and that was our first gig.
How was the barbecue? Good?
Like,
What's that?
Was the barbecue good at the Hickory Pit?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Good ribs.
remember, anywhere and everywhere.
Yeah.
Did your mom's friends like it?
Yeah.
That she worked with?
I don't know about her friends, but like
I assume you were loud.
yeah, my family is really kind of very musical. So everybody seemed to appreciate it. We played La Bamba.
Did you?
Nice. Nice.
Mike sang it.
You don't want
Do you
a piece
remember
of
playing
that.
acoustic Christmas and throwing the Christmas trees into the pit?
Yep.
That was awesome.
You know what was not awesome though is I threw a beer bottle through. Remember they had there was like a wall with like a window, and it was David Bowie's band that was behind there.
Yeah.
So yeah, right. It was well, no one got hurt, but it was. I was
far as
like,
you know.
like when I think about it now, I'm like, ooh, God, I'm so glad.
Got
it wasn't
lucky on
my-
that
my-
one?
I did. Yeah.
Our remaining moments on stage here with Green Day. They'll be back to performing live here in a minute on the Kevin and Bean Show on K-Rock. You know, we haven't mentioned, I know it's old news for everybody in front of us here, but for folks listening on the radio, tickets are on sale now for the Dodger Stadium show in July. This is you. And Weezer and Fall Out Boy and Interrupters. Going to be an amazing show. You talk about getting your money's worth for that, by the way. And you put it on sale so early, and tickets are going so fast. It's going to be sold out before New Year's the way it's going. You know? It's amazing. It's amazing.
Is there a second and third Dodger Stadium show planned?
Jeez.
I'm saying in case it's needed.
Sure. Sure. Why not?
Why not?
Petco Park.
Let's take one more question from the audience, shall we? Allie?
Thanks, Bean.
We're gonna need you to stand up.
Oh, you're standing already. Okay, good.
God. I mean,
By the way, your eyelashes look amazing,
Thank you
Allie.
for noticing.
Really
Yeah,
good.
thank
okay.
you.
Well, who do you got?
oh, I hate you. This is Dom, and he has a question.
Dom with a Green Day old school T-shirt.
Yes. First off, Bean, you will be missed. Thank you for
Thank you,
All
sir.
right, no
Appreciate it.
time. No time for that.
Green Day. You guys are everything. Thank you. And as someone with not an
Is
ounce
this your
of,
replacement, by the way?
He sounds like he's gunning for it, man.
I'm trying,
Keep
guys.
sucking ass.
Kevin and Dom show.
I like it.
Okay, go ahead.
As someone with not an ounce of musical talent in my body, I'm always fascinated by the songwriting process. So I would just like to know yours. You come up with lyrics. How do you get together and put the music down, the riffs, harmonize, etc.?
Usually, like, I think of melodies in my head and get and kind of mess around with guitar stuff, and then I'll kind of do like a quick demo, and then I'll send it to Mike and Trey, and then we will discuss it, and then we get together and we play it, and that's about it. It's not that exciting.
Have you ever?
Well, I think now it's like we are kind of we know each other so well that we're able to. The process moves quicker for us. It seems like now than it like in the past. It's like when you're, that's it's one of the exciting things about when you're a young band is trying to discover what all the members of what kind of sound you're going to come up with. So it's like finding your chemistry or something. So
Did you ever have a riff or something that you just loved that they both went, I'm not feeling it?
I think I feel like that every song. I'm sure, but I mean anything that everything always gets used for us for something. So it's there's stuff that we'll go, we'll come up with, and I'll go, maybe not this record, but like the next record, or and we've done. I mean, like a song like "Time of Your Life," that was written back like during the Dookie days, and then it didn't come out until 2 records later. So, but yeah.
How many songs would you say you have baked right now total that we haven't heard?
Oh my God, not that many.
It's not like a Machiavellian catalog. But
Right.
It's
You're not too far.
easily a baker's dozen.
Okay.
You want to talk about baked?
Baker's dozen.
So we got a plane crash's worth. What? I'm just saying there'll be something to put out.
Hate to see you go, man.
It's short time beat. I'm burning the place down on the way out. Anything we forgot?
I don't think so.
The
Anything
album
we
comes
forgot?
out in February. The tour happening everywhere. You guys are going to Spain this weekend.
See.
Doing your thing. God, it's just great to have you back, man.
Thanks,
back.
and good luck in your future endeavors.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Thank you. Hey, good luck in your future endeavors. How about that?
Thanks.
Can we hear it for Green Day? The nicest.
You're gonna wake the baby.
Bell coming out in a minute to play. Thanks, guys. We love you. Appreciate it.
Welcome to paradise. We'll catch our rings around the station. One minute entrance and look dead on his own. It makes me wonder why I'm still here. There's some train trees and it's now feeling like my own. And I'm never gonna go. Welcome to paradise. season is now. Feeling like my own, and I'm never gonna go. Come on! Back to that country town of broken bones. Some call it some call it us. Oh, I'm not drinking through is that I like to call my own. Welcome to paradise. Oh, paradise. Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once? I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself a creeps. Sometimes I mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. Oh, I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Let's go. Oh, I went to a shrink to analyze her dreams. She says it's like a sunset bringing me down. Oh, I went to a whore. He said my life's a bore. So quit my London ghost explaining her down. Sometimes I give myself a creeps. Sometimes I mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. Oh, I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Let's go! Grasping to control. So better hold on. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? This song's called Father of All Mother. Feel like dancing, go right ahead, all right? What's so funny? It's called Revolution Radio. Get your hands up! Scream with your hands up in the sky, like you want to justify by the end of the repeat. Sing like a rebel's lullaby until the sunshine shines for the lost souls that are cheated. We will be seen but not be heard. We are revolutionary. Operational control of the airline. All us bulletproof. Giving cherry bombs and gasoline. Every chance is surgery in the airline. Make a lot Give me rage like the sea gas in the crowd. Do you want to win around? But the air is started breathing. Rise of the songs to the obsolete. We're done the brand new airways for the end. Let me hear you fucking scream. We are Revolution Radio. Operational control in the airline. Pilots rolling through. Giving cherry bombs and gasoline. Every time she's surgery in the airline. Legalize. You guys ready to fucking jump? 1, 2, 3, go! We will be seen but not be heard. We are the sunshine of Jesus. We are revolutionary. Operational control in the airline. Pilots bulletproof. Giving cherry bombs and gasoline. Every chance we surgery in the airline. Legal action. Los Angeles, California. I'm having trouble trying to sleep. I'm counting sheep but running out. As time ticks by, still I try. No rest for cross-ups in my mind. Come on! Mine feels like I fucked up the lyrics. Right up in bullshit on my skull. My mouth is dry, face is numb. Fucked up and spun out in my room. On my own, Mind set on overdrive. The clock is hopping in my face. Crickets whine. I sense it loud. At some point I'm delirium. On my own, here we go. My eyes are like they're gonna bleed. Ah, shit. All right, I'm going home now.
One more time for Green Day, you guys. Come on.
Those guys are unbelievable. Do they look better now than they did 30 years ago, too? I got to start living harder. I got a desk job, and I look like... These guys are out doing Green Day stuff, and they look amazing.
You're retiring.
I'm not retiring.
All right.
Let's let Green Day hear it one more time for how great they were. There's no world famous K-Rock without great music like that band just brought us here today, and there's no K-Rock or Kevin and Bean without you guys. So thank you so much for coming here today. We'll see you soon.
And let's hear it one time for Bean, everybody. 30 years.